What's happening, YouTube? What's happening? So Dwight Howard's going to the NBA Hall of Fame. What do I think? Yeah, of course he deserves to go. He was one of the most premier centers um for his era, you know. I wasn't the biggest Dwight Howard fan because I think he left a lot to be desired on the offensive side. I think he kind of underachieved in a bit because he had any kind of a offensive shot or anything to go with his dominance on defense and his rebounding skills, his block abilities. He could have been really one of the essential top 10 centers. I do believe that. I know one thing, he will boast and brag right now that he put some wood to Jokic. And he's probably like the last center to say that, and you don't even trip. But his career is kind of like incomplete, almost asterek. Now he can't get back into the league the last few years because he's kind of like got Diddy-ish situation. So you have to look that up. You know, some of the stuff that's going on. And he got dissed a lot by players and stuff. And I think a lot of the jiving of him has kind of hurt his legacy. I do believe. But I mean, the Hall of Fame ain't hard to get into. And if you had half a career, he was considered one of the best players in the league. And he was an MVP worthy candidate a couple of years. He did lead Orlando to the finals the first time since Shaq actually won a game against the Lakers. Ironically, that's where he went. And we know how that turned out with Kobe, him, Nash, and Mike D'Antoni, and him getting called every kind of softy, the snowman, and Pillsbury Doe, roll, 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 Twinkie Man and all that. Because he didn't really hit like he's supposed to. And that is a shame. Actually, when I think about him and Carmelo Anthony, they both go on the Hall of Fame, and to me they both are like asterisk Hall of Famers, because what they accomplish is there, but there's always that but we didn't get the totality. I know someone's gonna throw Dwight's ring, which was big. He helped the Lakers off the bench. However, now would have been interesting is if Miami had actually pulled the strings and traded LeBron for him, but back when LeBron gave up 3/4 and was a quarter short of $1 in the finals in 2011. Would have been interesting had he gotten traded to the Heat, and how Eric Spoelstra had to ran with him. And have Joel Anthony off the bench, but have him starting with D Wade and Bosh. Would have been interesting. Because then we would have seen how he would have fluctuated with that. And I think that's one of the things that hurt him. Because going